Finna get right into this video, man. Tim Hardaway snaps on Gil's Arena for trashing the 90's, chat. Let's see what Tim Hardaway talking about, man.
Well, first of all, thank you for having me. I appreciate you all. I see you all the time talking shit.
Talking that good shit.
I got some things I want to say too about what you said about us in the 90's. So.
Yeah, I know, right?
Okay. Talking to you, buddy.
Oh.
Yeah. All y'all. Yeah, I'm talking to all y'all. Yeah. I got some words from Chris Mullen, Mitch Richmond, all the other old guys. They said I was coming on. He was like, yeah, make sure you give it to him. I said, no question. You know, everybody talking about Mike. Mike is the GOAT. Mike was that bad motherfucker. Mike, had it going on. Mike didn't let people beat him. Mike didn't. He went on about his business. He didn't let people, beat him, and he knew how to play the game. But you all think that we couldn't play. You say, he playing against some scrubs, or he playing against some guys that can't play, and we let him do this and we let him do that. No, man. A lot of you guys couldn't play in our fucking era.
Ooh.
Y'all couldn't play in our era.
Any guys on this couch?
Gil could.
Okay.
We would have beat his ass.
Damn.
We would have knocked him on his ass.
I would have went right by you.
I was too tall for y'all.
No. You probably wouldn't have made it out because you would have been in the game. You would have been in the game because you wouldn't have had that mentality to make it out. But Gil, he probably could have handled.
Wait, why he just say that though? What about Brandon Jennings makes you say that, Tim? He wouldn't have made it out the hood now, G. Motherfucker just totally crushed his whole NBA dream. Nigga said you wouldn't even made it out the hood, G. Damn, Tim.
Yeah,
let niggas feel easy.
When we was growing up,
I couldn't play against Elo and all them motherfuckers.
Hey,
Craig Elo.
Man, you better stop Tim Hardaway.
You talking about Ego?
Stop this shit.
You talking about Ego from the Cleveland Cavaliers?
Yes, all that.
That motherfucker was nice. That motherfucker was nice.
Man, hell no, G. You gonna stop right here. You gonna stop all that capping right here, Tim. I'm tired of it. Nigga, Mike torched Craig Elo ass for 69 of the things, G. I ain't trying to hear nothing about no motherfucking Craig Elo, man. Mike gave that man 69 and then gamed his ass and sent him home. Come on, Tim. You capping right now, G. Craig Elo.
Your game was all right, but you think it was nice.
Man,
your shit was all right.
Let's just stop.
Yeah, your shit was all right.
It was a couple of y'all back in 85.
He on their ass.
89. It was a couple good. You was one of them. Had the Tim Hardaway crossover and all that. But come on, man.
Go ahead. Name another guy. I can't hear you.
I would name Mark Price, wherever he's standing.
Mark Price was a bad motherfucker. He don't get his just due.
But where would he be ranked in this era if he was
ranked with this here? It's a lot of motherfuckers couldn't stay with Mark Price. Mark Price was a fast white guy. He could stop on the dime, shoot it in your face, split the double team, knew how to pass the ball, knew how to play the game. Mark Price was a bad motherfucker.
A speedy Caucasian, as you said.
Rod Strickland, another motherfucker.
Yeah.
Kevin Johnson, another motherfucker.
Kevin Johnson.
All right?
Kevin
we had some bad
Johnson was
motherfuckers
nice.
in our era.
No, the 90's is fine. My complaint was the 80's. So
80s.
obviously I was talking about the 80's. So there's this illusion about the hand check. And I always use you as an example. And I said, if the hand check was so dominant, then how can the scoring guard come in as rookies tearing everybody's ass up, right? So there was only a few back then, Isaiah Thomas, Kevin Johnson, and then you. And I'm saying if the hand check was what everyone said was, when the scoring guard, the guy who comes downhill, when he came into the game, why wasn't it affecting him?
I'm gonna tell you this. When we came into the game, Kevin Johnson, myself, even Mark Price, we was fast enough and quick enough and we can handle the ball. And we used to get out of the offense. And we used to not run offense. If you was gonna hand check us, we used to not run offense, and we used to take our man. So he had to understand, oh, these motherfuckers ain't running offense. These guys are, we got to play them legit.
Shit. They gonna get in
Other guards, say like Derek Harper, he didn't have that, those handles to get past somebody. Like Brandon, you and Brandon, y'all had handles to get past. If somebody picked you up, you laughing at them.
Yes, yeah.
Y'all laughing at them.
For sure.
So yeah, that's what it was. When they picked us up, we was laughing at them. Then they had to start picking us at half court.
See, so my theory was right. Like when people talk about the hand check, and I'm like, it only worked against guys who were running off, who had big men who were sitting there, back to the basket, trying to run offense. So it's easy to hand check.
Exactly.
Somebody who's coming full speed, you can't do nothing.
No, you cannot.
At all.
So, Tim, I got a question for you. Prime Tim Hardaway versus Prime Gilbert Arenas. Who's getting cut?
I will kill him.
You would kill Gilbert.
First of all, you know what?
On his own shoulder, Tim? Tim, you would have killed Gil, Tim. Why you capping, Tim? And Tim, you my boy. I see you in Chicago. I still daps you up. Tim, you my guy. But Tim, you wasn't busting Gil ass, man. Can we just stop capping? What's up with these 90s? Last week it was Penny talking about he put fear in Mike Hart. Now you saying you would have bust Gil ass, man. Tim, your ass needs to go to the doctor, get checked out. You need some help.
I start taking him down low. This what I do.
Here we go again, folks. What's up with these motherfucking old heads, chat? Every time they get to talking about they gonna take their man down in the paint and bag him down. What's up with them in this shit, G? This how you know niggas ain't had no moves, no nothing, none of that. Every time they get to talking about they gonna put somebody in a post. Get y'all little posting up ass up out of here, man. Motherfuckers always trying to bag somebody down and shit. Y'all old ass, man.
I say, I'm gonna post him up about 3 or 4 times. Put all this ass on his chest. Move him, jump hook, turn around.
90's is freaky as hell, man.
I put all this on. Then I come at you.
What's funny is when I first started to play, I had your crossover down.
Yeah, I saw that.
And then my arms got too long and the shit was a little slow.
So I want to go back to something you said. Obviously, you coached Brandon when you were with the Pistons. You said Mr. B could not play in the 90s. Brandon, do you agree or disagree with him saying you wouldn't be able to handle yourself in the 90s?
No, he said they would post me up.
Okay.
So that means I'll get post up and then I'll come down and I'll be able to do my thing.
No, Brandon would have got beat up. He would got beat up. He like a lot of people don't understand. And ask your pops. When you pass and run through that lane, you got to be like a football player running through a line. Everybody's gonna touch you, and they might not touch you in a way that you want to be touched. I mean, they hit you. They hit ribs.
I believe it.
Gee. Chat, folks. Is this just me though, folks? And I'm not even the type of nigga to say pause and all of this shit, G. But he talking about you gonna go through the lane and niggas gonna touch you how you don't want to be touched? What the fuck they gonna be doing? Cause if y'all gonna be touching me, I don't want to be. Where y'all gonna be touching me, folks? And then talking about they gonna be just hitting you all the time. Like what? Man, Tim, you gotta watch your words, gang. Y'all was freaky as hell back in the day.
Gut, they putting a knee in your thigh. I mean,
what?
There was a lot of stuff going on back then. I don't know if your body could have held up to that physicality.
Little ass boy. This is what he's saying. Now, I'm not saying he's saying.
I was just as quick as AI. So.
But you weighed 104 pounds, brother.
Too little.
But see, AI. You got to understand. AI used to duck around Karl Malone when they was coming. He throw that ball up and duck. Or Charles Oakley and them guys, Terry Cummings. When he went to that hole, he didn't go into the hole like, yeah, I'm gonna take this hit.
For sure.
He went in there like,
I'm just saying
Because
quickness.
they was coming after him.
No, for sure. I'm just saying quickness.
But he was, of course, quickness. But we would have stopped. We would have stopped that. We would have ran you around 3,000 picks.
That's a fact. I believe that. That's a fact for sure.
Damn, brother. Damn, brother, you would have been a bench player, huh?
But what makes that like basketball just fouling just a foul? Like jailhouse basketball, why is that considered good though?
The what?
The jailhouse basketball, why is that considered good?
Because that's where we grew up. And believe me, I understand the changes. The rule changes and everything, and I'm happy. I'm happy for them rule changes. Some calls, like you can say,
for sure.
Some of them not flagrant, but I do understand. I mean, and another thing, there's no real rivalries. Let's get it right. Rivalries like you scrapping, you fight. They throwing blows. Mm-hmm. They don't care about their money. Mm-hmm. That's a rivalry. I watch guys go out there and they play the game, and then they talk so much shit to each other, and they think they gonna fight. Then after the game, hey man, great game, then hug and shit like that. I saw the Indiana Pacers, Detroit Pistons went up there and beat them in the play-in stuff, and then Indiana came in with their squad and busted Pistons' ass. And then the Pistons was like, yeah, we'll see y'all in a couple of weeks. I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah. I'm in front of TV, my popcorn, watching my son and stuff. They get their ass whooped. they talking shit to him. I said, if I go back and put on my shit and suit up, I want to go fuck up Halliburton.
Ooh.
I want to go fuck him up. He talks so much shit.
Okay.
I want to go back and bust his motherfucking
I love it.
ass.
I love that shit.
Yeah, he talks so much shit. I want to go back. I want to bust his ass.
So you want to bust Halliburton?
Hey, Tim just got on that with Tyrese Halliburton. He ain't say nobody else's name. Tyrese, whatever you did to Tim Hardaway, you talked to his lady, you better go apologize to that man. Folks just said that with some real animosity in his heart. Oh, no. Tim wants some real smoke. Tim, you did something to Tim, G. Tim ain't just saying this. Tim want to beat your ass. Okay.
His ass because he talks too much.
Right. Okay. And he think he all that.
Do you think the reason that it's not as rough as it used to be is because the fine money is actually real versus back then you could hit somebody $100. Now it's $300,000-$400,000.
Right.
Listen, I don't hate you that much for $400,000.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Like I said, there's no rivalry. I see. Thank you.
Sense.
All right, everything cool. Yeah, no question. It's the money.
Okay.
It's the money, man. I mean, you don't want to lose 300,000. I mean, that's 4 games. That could be 5 games.
Yeah.
The '92 Dream Team. Mm-hmm. Isaiah Thomas claims he was snubbed from the Dream Team, and I said the person that was actually snubbed was you, for Magic Johnson. Because everybody on the team was all NBA players. The only people who wasn't all NBA at that time was Magic, Bird, and Christian Laettner. Isaiah Thomas wasn't an all NBA player at that time. You were second team. So you was the one that was replaced for Magic. And I'm trying to figure out why was the news around him at that moment in time and not you?
Because this was the rumor. They came to Michael. They really needed Michael to play. Mm-hmm. They came to Michael, and like David Stern and the Olympic team, they came to Michael and said, yo, Mike, we really need you to play. We need for you to just go global. And Mike said, all right, I will play only if Isaiah is not on the team.
Damn. So he really said that?
He said that to them.
Damn.
And Matt and then Magic was like, I'm cool with that. And then what's really crazy is, you know, God rest his soul, but the coach, he had trouble. He had trouble with that because he wanted his guy on the team, Chuck Daly.
Yep.
He had trouble.
Damn.
But he knew it was a business too. And he wanted to be that first person to get that goal for the dream team and everything. So
it was the Pistons.
he had to be okay with it, but he wasn't okay with it.
Yeah.
But why wasn't you the one they were arguing for, since you were the second? But like,
Right. Well, you know,
it wasn't like I get Isaiah, but
Right.
he wasn't even in the conversation as one of the best players in the NBA at that moment in time.
you gotta also remember this. Magic went out because of health problems, AIDS, and after they found out he could still play, and I still think I did the right thing. And my buddies, they was like, "No, you shouldn't have done it." Gave him my starting spot in the play in an All-Star game. But I mean, you know, we always got to remember this: if Magic was playing, he would have been first team all NBA. No question. He would have been on an All-Star team. He would have been starred. No question. So people got to understand that, even though, you know, it's real and it's not real. That's real. I live in a real world. I was always told the truth, and you got to handle it. And I understood that. So, I mean, that's the way it was. I didn't think nothing of it because that's Magic. I mean, without Magic and Larry Bird, come on, man.
That's true. Just a real nigga, fo. That's a real Chicago nigga, G. Tim Hardaway from Chicago, man. He gonna keep it a buck with y'all, for real. The only thing I had an issue with was that they gonna touch you when they gonna touch you somewhere. I ain't with that shit, Tim. But y'all see Tim want all the smoke. Just call Tyrese Halliburton out right here, G. He say if I'm still hooping, I'll lace them bitches up and get on his ass right now, man. Tyrese, what's up? You better call Tim or something, see what y'all got going on. Because Tim got a problem with you, Tyrese. Alright? I don't want that shit to get ugly for you, folks. Folks from Chicago, low, you know, Tim could really get it going on your ass, Tyrese. You better pick that phone up and make that call, G. But other than that, man, it's the end of the video, chat. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. And I'm up out of here, man. I love y'all.